Thank you, Nate. Alright, so I had made a list of 50 movies that I had wanted to watch this year, and one of them was Napoleon Dynamite, because this movie's been out, I think, for like 20 years now, almost, or maybe more, and I have never seen it. I've seen clips here and there, and I've heard so many mixed things, so I'm like, I'm just going to finally watch this movie, right? So I've heard people call this a comfort movie, and I do agree. I think it's a movie that is very calm, right? It's very calm and very awkward in some scenes. And I think a lot of the comedy comes from, these types of people in real life, right? Like the character of Napoleon, in some ways, so many people know that type of person, right? The type of person that kind of exaggerates a lot of things, that makes up a lot of things. Sometimes that's way too over the top. Sometimes it's just kids and teens being kids and teens trying to impress people. It's a little more funny when it's kids or teenagers versus adults. Like a few that I've known, who really shouldn't be worried about impressing people with exaggerated stories, because they should be old enough to know better. But anyways, yes, in my opinion, the comedy comes from real life awkward scenarios, right? We know people like Kip, who try to outdo people in some ways, but have very little energy when doing it. It's one of those comedies that kind of makes you give those, like, light laughs, like, oh my god, that's just, wow. Because, like I said, people like that. People that'll make you roll your eyes and say, okay, cool story, bro. That kind of thing. It's very slow, I will say that. It's probably not something I'd watch all the time. I think it makes for like a good background movie. It has just enough humor for like those light laughs, but nothing like overly like raunchy or like really gut-splitting humor, right? So I think I gave this one like a 4-star. I did enjoy the characters. I did enjoy the comedy. And I think this would be a good one to watch, like, when I'm writing or attempting any kind of crafts. So, if you have watched this, let me know what you thought. I wanted more scenes with Tina the llama, because I like llamas, and I was very disappointed with that. But other than that, I think it was a fairly decent movie. Anyways, bye-bye, everybody.